You really can't be afraid to be different. I've been different for I don't know how long. I mean, since I was 11 years old. People didn't understand why I was so angry.
You can't squabble like the GOAT. Watch your mouth. Trying to clout chase your way to the top. You look stupid. People love to bring up this clip where I got dropped.
A few moments later.
Oh! It's giving obsessed. It's giving obsessed, light skin, red bone.
Favored.
We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live, Boxingego unpack. Yeah. We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live. Hey. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more Claressa. Now, y'all already know the intro. Let's get started. Claressa Shields is making headlines all over the internet. Now, again, some people are like, oh, Ego, why are you doing this? This is what Claressa Shields wanted, right? I like to give people what they want. Clearly, you want to be seen. You want your own reality show or whatever. That's why you're airing out family grievances, all the beef with your cousin, and you're acting this way. So I'm giving you the reality show that you want. Also, I encourage any upcoming, I've been doing YouTube over 10 years, online creation over 10 years. There's never ever been a time in human history where it was easier to grow on YouTube. So you should definitely, if you're interested, don't talk about it, be about it, and you should start. And if you're interested in finding your niche, Claressa Shields is a gold mine because she's the gift that keeps giving. We are making money, not just on Claressa Shields. You know, I'm a boxing channel, but we gonna talk about it. And Claressa just keeps feeding and feeding and feeding the bloggers content. And the funny thing is, we gonna see what it is and what it ain't. Claressa's pride is going to feed a nation, because look at how many channels are able to put out content on their thoughts based on all of the things she's doing. And I disagree when people say all publicity is good publicity. I don't inherently believe that. I don't think if everybody on the internet is roasting you, that is a great thing for your brand getting endorsements. But again, I digress. Claressa, she wants to be all, she chose this route. Mind you that. Boxingego, I said, hey, don't beef with 50. Don't speak on the Maserati Bud for 32 minutes. Stop doing these 40-minute videos. I gave Claressa a chance, but then she crossed the line with me and blocked me and had some couple choice things to say. Go ahead and get it. You gonna get what you want, right? Period. And I told you, I don't like bullies. So we got more to talk about. And the crazy thing is, people don't understand. You can't bully a blogger. That's not how that works at all. Because bloggers, YouTubers, TikTokers, content creators, there's nothing illegal about stating your opinion on situations. So it's not how that works at all. You can't bully a blogger. Now, one thing I found interesting, right? And there's many, is Claressa's always throwing up money. Y'all broke. Y'all ain't got money and bread like me. Won't wompty, right? But you're using Walmart great value seasonings in your spice cabinet. Coming from somebody who cooks, I got a ton of spices, and I don't buy Walmart spices by and large, because I want quality ingredients and stuff like that. The only Walmart spices I may buy is if it's something that I need that I'm not going to use that much. Like there's this like Mexican chili powder type seasoning, but for the staple stuff, I'm not really buying that. That's just me personally. And certainly if I had an $8 million deal, I probably wouldn't be shopping at Walmart all the time, especially me going. I don't even like stores and people, you know what I mean, like crowds. So I probably wouldn't do that. Then it comes to PAPOOSE. We gotta remind the audience what Claressa had to say about PAPOOSE.
And they'll say that fuels the rumors that Pap is with Claressa because Claressa takes care of him. Claressa gives him money.
What?
Why is she playing like she didn't understand Charlamagne's question? Claressa on the Breakfast Club stated for his birthday, they played the little card game, Would You Rather, where you pick a card and that determines your fate. One card had $1,000 as a gift. The other card had $10,000 as a gift. PAPOOSE, who's supposed to be like this big like rap god or whatever, right? Pick the 1,000 card because you can't see what options are on each side of the card. And then Claressa, because she likes to overshare, stated that PAPOOSE was furious that he picked $1,000 card over the $10,000 card, right? And I told you then, like I'm saying now, that is not like A-lister behavior, right? For example, I can understand a fan watching this video. That could be a big option for you, right? Because you make X amount of dollars. So if someone gave you $1,000 versus 10,000, you know, you'd be like, oh man, you know, because that 10,000 would be sounding nice to you. But we're not talking about a everyday Joe or Jane. We're talking about somebody who is celebrity status. Like, for example, if Jay-Z played that same game with Beyonce, right? If she's like, B, it's your boy, it's perfect. I want to play this game right now. Like, right? I don't even know how I did. Whatever. Jay-Z wants to play the game with Beyonce, right? Keep in mind, they're probably individually worth $1 billion or 800 million, whatever, a billionaire couple. And it was Beyonce's birthday. And the options were pick this card, you get $1,000. Pick this card, you get $10,000, right? And Beyonce picked the wrong card where it was only 1,000. I don't think she would care. She probably spends $1,000 on sushi in one night. She probably spends $10,000 in hotel expenses, room service and a nice room and, you know, the flight or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think she really cares. But PAPOOSE was mad. This is Claressa's own words. So let that sink in. And again, if you keep talking this money talk and $8 million, $8 million is cool. I'm not talking down on money, but you acting like you're the only person that ever got a bag before. You think there's streamers like Neon and whoever else, right? They making crazy money. They making more than that just by streaming. So there's that.
And they'll say that fuels the rumors that Pap is with Claressa because Claressa takes care of him. Claressa gives him money.
What? It was a card game. Is that what they would do with that?
Yeah.
Plain like you don't understand the question. Okay.
Well, I'm saying that's how they paint out narratives. But I will tell you something though. Pat pays my mortgage. He pays my car insurance and my car note. And what else do we do? I haven't paid for a flight or for a hotel in I don't know how long. That's a man right there.
And they'll say,
okay, you all heard it in probably about a month-old Breakfast Club interview. She revealed that PAPOOSE was mad that he picked the wrong card and only got the $1,000 instead of $10,000, right? Charlamagne was like, hey, don't you think that fuels rumors that he's kind of with you for the money, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, what? What? That's what they would do with that? It's a card game? Blah, blah, blah. You heard it. Then she said, you know what? I'll tell you this. PAPOOSE pays my light bill, my house note, my car note, my mortgage, my blah, 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 my hotel fees, my airfare, da, 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 da. This is the #1 problem with Claressa Shields, right? She doesn't know how to speak. Not everything needs to be spoken about. If people are going to opine on you, people have opinions on me, but the more you share with the internet, the worse it becomes, because now there's a status quo. You said this, then people, when you do a later interview, we're going to compare it to what you said here, which I'm about to do in a second. And this is all because you won't shut up, because you have to respond to everything. And this, again, people see me making these videos and all of a sudden they want to paint me as the villain. Oh, ego, be the bigger person. Why aren't you the bigger person? Why I gotta be the bigger person? Claressa Shields is out here acting a whole donkey, acting like a ghetto gremlin, but then I gotta be the bigger person. Oh, you're a man. You're talking about a woman. This woman is talking about beating up pro male boxers, but I gotta be the bigger person. I gotta grow up. I'm not saying anything that would embarrass my parents, right? I'm not saying anything where it's not calculated and I'm going to regret saying it. I'm not oversharing. I'm simply giving a opinion and getting paid handsomely to do it. So it's funny, the GWOAT stands, they, just like Claressa, lack all accountability, and it's everybody else's fault and it's everybody else's position to change rather than your savior, Claressa Shields, who is bringing this on herself. You want bloggers to stop blogging. This is our job. This is what we do. If I'm in a niche and you're in a niche and I got stuff to say based on you nonstop having stuff to say, I'm a blogger, I'm a content creator, I'm a reporter. It's my job to report, create content, and blog. So why would I stop? But y'all not telling her to stop. This is why the GWOAT stands. This is them waving the white flag, because the easy thing is to tell the bloggers to stop making content, because you know the content is real and what the bloggers are saying shows the character, aka Claressa Shields, and it's easier for you to try to guilt trip a content creator into stopping rather than go to your savior's comment section and be like, hey, GWOAT, I'm a GWOAT stan. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan in the GWOAT stan. You should chill out. You should stop telling us everything about your relationship. You should take some cooking lessons. Things that I'm saying that the whole world can understand and relate to, but the actual GWOAT stans don't want to tell this girl. So anyway, back to it. You just said that PAPOOSE pays all your bills.
I'm saying that's how they paint out narratives, but I will tell you something though. Pat pays my mortgage. He pays my car insurance and my car note. And what else do we do? I haven't paid for a flight or for a hotel in I don't know how long.
Okay. So you haven't paid for a flight, hotel, mortgage, rent, whatever, all that stuff you just said. I played it again, right? Cool. It was just Mother's Day, right? You flew out to New York to see PAPOOSE, right? Follow me. You mean to tell me PAPOOSE paid for all of that? He paid for all of that, your flight and everything, because this is what you told Charlamagne when he posed the question, right? Papoose pays everything. That's a man right there. Cool. So on said Mother's Day, Claressa Shields asked Papoose for some money. Let's take a look, shall we? So this right here is Claressa on Mother's Day after she flew out to New York to see Papoose.
All right. I need some money. Excuse me? I need some money.
Let's go. All the humanity. Okay, let me run that back in case you missed it. Claressa Shields flew out to New York to see Papoose. Clearly, they're at some type of gym working out. No big deal. He walks into the frame. She has a camera. She, you know, filming content or whatever. She a content creator because we don't know her next fight, right? And Papoose walks in the frame. She's hawking him, looking at him from afar, and says, I need some money. The man said, excuse me? Did you just tell the Breakfast Club? That's a man. He paid my house note, car note, house note, light bill. What you think this is? You just told the whole world that he paid for virtually everything to combat internet rumors that he's using you for money. And then you are filming. I don't know if he knows he's on tape. And you ask him for money. He didn't say, hey, babe, how much you need? He didn't inquire about it. He didn't ask no follow-up questions. He didn't say, what's it for? The man said, excuse me? Watch again.
All right. I need some money. Excuse me? I need some money.
So, bro, and the thing is, she looked all sad. She was trying to put it on thick and look at sad. Like, look at her. She looked sad and like she was down. And then you ask, my man, ain't that what you said? You're like, my man. Ain't nobody gonna stop me from talking about my papoose, my man. Okay, so let me get this straight, because I'm a man and I dated girls, right? Here's the thing. I can't fathom my girlfriend who you claim it was love at first sight. Claressa's words. You have a tattoo on your titty of his name. And then it's Mother's Day. Now, I get it. Claressa Shields ain't got no kids, so she's not technically a mother. But for me, I think of Mother's Day. Even like I even sometimes hit up girls I know that don't have actual kids, but they have pets, like a cat mom or a dog mom or whatever. And I'll say happy Mother's Day because they're pretty motherly towards even their animal. You know what I mean? That's kind of like their kid, right? So Mother's Day is, for me, is definitely about moms. Shout out to all the beautiful moms and beautiful queens. But it's kind of like a woman's day to me. You know what I mean? Just thanking women and giving back. They brought us into this world, right? So let me get this straight. You flew out to New York. It's Mother's Day. A month ago, you just told us he pays for everything. And then the first time we as a public, because you want to document and overshare everything, the moment you ask him for money, which I just showed you, is on tape. You're looking sad. he does not sound coddling. He does not sound concerned. I think he said, I don't believe you. He's walking off, so I can't really understand every word that's coming out of his mouth, but he doesn't look pressed to comfort you, if you will. I need some money. He didn't say like.
I need some money.
Excuse me?
I need some money.
Bro, he turned his back. Like, he turned his back, and she just looking. Okay, Papoose don't want to give me no money. And you got this man tatted. You got him tatted, and told the whole world that he paid for everything. He literally, like, bruh, he literally walked off, kept going, and was about to finish his set. Like, his girl is in need. Like, he don't know. You're looking like a sad puppy. He don't know what it's about. He don't know if like something came up. It's Mother's Day, and he just try to hit them sets. He's like, what? Two. He ain't worried about you. And this is definitely problematic. And I can understand the angle. Papoose is almost 50 years old, right? And being almost 50 years old, I can imagine him being 48 and he's dealing with this person who, in my opinion, acts very young-minded. So he probably is not here for the young-mindedness. Now, I don't know how deep his love is for you and all that. That's cool. But I think he's probably like over, if I had to like guess, he's probably over the like shenanigans, and he probably don't like being on camera all the time. He a grown man. Like, he probably don't want to be on camera. Like, Remy wasn't doing this. Like, he trying to eat and you're like, ooh, say something to the camera. Like, you on live. What man, like, name a 50-year-old man, 48-year-old man, late 40s, right? That want to eat dinner and have a camera in his face. You know what I mean? Or imagine you live with your girl, right? And this is probably why they don't live together. But imagine you live with your girl, right? And you're trying to watch the playoff basketball game. We'll say the playoffs, right? And in the other room, your wifey, aka Claressa Shields, is getting the Holy Ghost. Put your hands together. Stomp. Do you want a revolution? Woo. Oh, Lord. Right? And whatever that video was where she was snapping and like, yeah, earned, favored, gold medal. Like, she's literally cutting wrestling promotions with these animated IG lives. Like, this is no different. I came up in the WWF era, later turned into WWE. This is exactly what the wrestlers did. Oh yeah, Hulk Hogan, you said that too. What? Oh yeah. Ain't that what Macho Man would do? They would cut the camera, show him, and he'd be like, Hogan, yeah. Jake the Snake, you told me that. Oh yeah. Right? It's the same energy. Same energy. You have WrestleMania 14 energy.
From Andre the Giant and Bobby the Brain Heenan, they believe, Warrior, that they have the advantage in this Intercontinental title bout. They believe that you fear the Giant.
Fear! Fear is an aberration! Fear is the air that cowards breathe! Fear is the first taste of defeat! The Warrior only breathes!
Bro, that was the Ultimate Warrior, my favorite wrestler growing up. Tell me, you probably thought that was Claressa Shields. I know, because I led y'all into this blind, and then I played the Ultimate Warrior intro video. I know you thought it was Claressa Shields. Fear is an aberration. 2 gold medal, the gods of Arcadia. That's exactly how Claressa Shields get up on these lives. when she wants to respond about what y'all said about her outfit, she cutting wrestler promotions. So can you imagine being a papoose trying to watch the playoff game and you hear her ranting to a camera phone, an iPhone? Oh, the gods of Arcadia, the sins of our forefathers, 2 gold medals in the Olympics. The Olympics. I didn't go once, twice for the Necronomicon. Like, bro, this is how she's doing it. And y'all tell me I'm tripping. Y'all tell me, oh, ego, why'd you make that video? I'm not doing videos like this. This is Claressa Shields. She is getting smoked. I'm smoking on top 5s. Smoking on that guy. Bro, I'm out here showing you how to break down the GWOAT. We putting the GWOAT on the grill. This is what she wanted. I was trying my best to just focus on the boxing, which is what it should be about. But Claressa, she just won't stop. So you can't beat them. Join them, the gods of Arcadia. Oh, yeah. Oh, Claressa Shields, you thought that you would. This is what she like. So I'm giving her what she want. You know what I mean? And then now back to it. Let's get back. Enough with the jokes. Claressa Shields, Miss my man, Papoose the Uzi, right? All this stuff she doing. You ask your man for some money and he walked by you and talking about, excuse me? You can't make this up. And this is just after you told the Breakfast Club. You told the Breakfast Club that he was the one that paid all your bills and you're so happy. Remy Ma said something different about him. I don't know. That's their business. But I'm just going off of what Claressa Shields said on camera. She said that he paid for everything, mortgage and flights and all that type of stuff. But then the first time you ask him for money, he seemed to blow you off. That's just real. What happened? I let you see it. I don't make stuff up. I let you see it. Receipts. So speaking of Papoose, you know how he be riding in the whip doing his freestyles. The man got a freestyle, and I want y'all to focus in on a particular bar that he said that kind of caught my ear.
All black Montclair's the Merm Gray. Before you sign the contract, read what the terms say.
Bro, he said something is gray. Before you sign the contract, better read what the terms say. Ain't he got you, Claressa Shields, on a Wynn Records deal? Bro, he out here telling you what it is. That man, that's a Claressa Shields. He dissing his old girl. Listen.
It's the Merm Gray. Before you sign the contract, read what the terms say. Think it's all Gucci when shit get shiesty, them burner spray.
He said, you think it's all Gucci, you better read what them terms say. They got you at Wynn Records, dog. They got you at Wynn Records, Rissa, T-Rex. They got you in a Jurassic Park. You the T-Rex. They got you locked down in Jurassic Park with Wynn Records, bro. That man said, before you sign that contract, better read what the terms say. Claressa Shields, I hope you and your lawyer read what the terms say, because they got you in that 360 deal. They got you in a dealy deal. Now, let's expand upon that. Right here, Claressa Shields speaks on signing to Wynn Records. Play the clip.
You know what? I took a playbook out of Floyd Mayweather playbook. You know, he's...
Okay. Two things. One, Claressa Shields is constantly comparing herself to like people who are really high up. So it shows you the narcissistic nature. She's saying like, oh, Kobe Bryant did this, Floyd Mayweather did this, Muhammad Ali, Michael Jackson. Like Michael, like come on, bro. We all watched the Michael movie. Like you really compared yourself to Michael Jackson. Like come on, bro. So she's like, oh, Floyd Mayweather did this, so I really did. Like, come on. Floyd is like breaking all gates. Like he still is his name appears the most in the top 10 highest grossing anything in boxing. Your name doesn't. That's one. Two, instead of Claressa Shields spending all of this time online bickering with trolls and fans and bloggers and threatening people and beefing with her cousin and talking about her married or whatever relationship and how well it's going, she should really work on her public speaking. And this is the gripe that I have with these new generation fighters, right? They want to be live and direct, all on social media. They want to stream. They're not even good speakers to be doing all of this, right? Claressa cannot do an interview for an hour without cussing. And most of these new boxers can't. So it's not just her, but she definitely can't. You know what I mean? And it shows up in your dialogue. Me, that's why I can run a 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour show, stream, podcast, because I have dedicated myself to this craft. If you look at this video, look at Boxingego versus Brand X. I've been doing this so long, I really be one taking my stuff like Jay-Z. I can do a whole 1 hour video or whatever the runtime is for this video with no water breaks. I'm not saying you know what I mean? Like just go rewatch this video and tell me how many times I say do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? The reason being is whether people think, I know I make it look good. I came in the game, I made it look pretty. I understand that. So I make it look easy. But the fact is, I put effort, time, work, and dedication into my craft to the point where I could speak. I do all of my videos freestyle. I could be blindfolded and it'll be the same video. I'm not reading cue cards, teleprompters. I have no show notes. Look, my phone ain't even on. I can do this just with this. Like Jay-Z, you know how you don't write his rhymes? I don't write my rhymes. Like Biggie Smalls is the wickedest. Nigga, I dare you to. Right, I could just go off. I'm that nice. But Claressa Shields, she not. Peep what she said.
You know what? I took a playbook out of Floyd Mayweather playbook. You know, he signed with.
You know, that's one. Whatever, a lot of people do that. But listen to what she just said. I took a playbook out of Floyd Mayweather's playbook. What does that mean? How do you take a playbook from a playbook? See, some of you guys let so much, we live in such a weak society. Y'all just let this stuff slide. And then when I bring it up, oh, you're reaching, you're nitpicking. I'm not reaching or nitpicking. That makes no sense. I took a playbook out of Floyd's playbook. You mean you took a page out of Floyd Mayweather's playbook, right? That's like if I use your cookbook, and I don't even think people do cookbooks anymore, but back in the day when I was growing up, mama had a cookbook, right? You don't say I took a cookbook out of their cookbook. That don't even make sense. I took a recipe or I took a page from their cookbook. That would make sense. But taking a cookbook from somebody's cookbook don't make sense. And you guys just rock with it because it's the quote. Become the quote at speaking. How about that? Talking about I took a playbook out of a playbook. This is too easy. I'm getting free money.
You know what? I took a playbook out of Floyd Mayweather playbook. You know, he signed with James Prince, who was also a label, a music company.
Okay, he did sign with Jay Prince, but he also left Jay Prince, just like he left Top Rank. So what does that even really mean? He really became Floyd when he got with Al Heyman. So you talking about his old move to the point where, if you know the story, Jay Prince said he was like, Floyd just left him and they sent, you know what I mean, with baseball bats and stuff like that, due to knowledge.
And that's where he started making all his big bucks at. So
he said, she lying now. She's saying Floyd made all his big bucks. He didn't even make it with Top Rank, all the big bucks with Top Rank. And she's saying that Floyd Mayweather, due to knowledge, I'm not even gonna get sidetracked. She said he started making all his big money when he signed with Jay Prince. Respect to Jay Prince, but that's not how it played out. You were better off saying Andre Ward, because Andre Ward, you know, probably had his biggest purses with Jay Prince.
Bucks at. So to know that we had Wynn Records, who wants to get behind a playbook. You know, he signed with James. You know what? I took a playbook out of Floyd Mayweather playbook. You know, he signed with James Prince, who was also a label, a music company. And that's where he started making all his big bucks at. So to know that we had Wynn Records, who wants to get behind me and support me and team up with Sleater and make these big fights happen, it was really a no-brainer. And they came with the check. That's really what it's, I mean, yeah, came with the check, understand the vision, and believe in me and what I do.
Keep paying attention.
That's how I came about. But did I just do it right away? No. I spoke with MVP. I spoke with Eddie Hearn. Tried to reach out to Turkey Al-Sheikh, but he was hard to reach out to, so he missed his opportunity.
I tried to reach out to Turkey Al-Sheikh, but he was hard to get in touch with, so he missed his opportunity. I'm pretty sure he's not worried about that. He got females fighting in Egypt while you're fighting at Little Caesars Arena or whatever. She said Jake Paul and MVP, they offered me something. But here's the thing. Right now, when it comes to women's boxing, Jake Paul got the deepest roster. So that looked like a better option, because at least you'd be amongst the stars, so to speak, with all the female boxers that are even remotely relevant. But you did your own thing with Wynn Record, right? And then the other person, Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn kind of was Jake Paul before Jake Paul in terms of managing a bunch of female fighters. But, you know, rematch room, they not really in that bag right now. So cool. But Jake Paul, that, I don't know what the offer was, but you would have been where the relevant parties are at. That's all I'm saying.
And then there was Salute Promotions and then Wynn Records. So
she said, and then it was Salida Promotions and Wynn Records. But keep paying attention. I need y'all to hear this.
I sat and talked with everybody. I even had personal talks with DAZN.
Personal talks with DAZN.
You know, with people that's going to promote the fight, and well, not promote it, but showcase the fight, and letting them know about some of my concerns. You know, and with that, I just looked at everybody's contract, the deal. Man, I want to know, like, what was everybody's vision? And if their vision didn't align with mine, then I wasn't going anyway. And just
so I don't have a problem with that. Like, you're supposed to look over the contract, mull it over, and all that, see what the right fit is for you. But let's keep going. This next part is what y'all got to hear.
Like, not only was the money not all the way right, but some of their visions and their stuff did not align with mine. But everybody knew that I hold value and I can bring value to their company, but they just didn't want to pay for it. On people that paid for it was Wynn and Sleater Records.
Boom. And I know a lot of y'all didn't catch it, so let Ego break it down. Again, Claressa, instead of beefing with all these people online, you should really focus on your public speaking, because the same things you say online is the ammunition that everybody has against you. You're running around flaunting and saying $8 million whilst drinking Sam's Club $7 wine. I already went over that. While using Walmart spices, while having a basket at Walmart, personally shopping. Where's your assistant? Why? Like, you're Claressa Shields. Shouldn't you be getting like inundated with fans and like stopped all the time? Like, I've even been spotted at a grocery store before, right? Or when I go to the fights and people are like, ah, man, ego, da-da-da, can I get a picture? Or want to talk and chum it up and stuff like that. So you're the GOAT, Claressa Shields, comparing yourself to Michael Jackson, Floyd Mayweather, and Tom Brady and Kobe and all these people. These are real superstars. You think Floyd Mayweather can go to Kroger's? You think he can go to Whole Foods and just be good? You think Michael Jackson? Michael used to wear masks, literal masks, because he wanted to know how it felt to even go to a grocery store because he'd been popping since the Jackson 5. You know what I mean? You keep comparing yourself to these people, but then you're talking about what you're talking about now. But let's hear it again.
Some of my concerns, you know, and with that, I just looked at everybody's contract, the deal, and I wanted to know, like, what was everybody's vision? And if their vision didn't align with mine,
not this part,
then I wasn't going anywhere.
Right here.
And just like, not only was the money not all the way right, but
not only was the money not all the way right,
some of their visions and their stuff did not align with mine. But everybody knew that I hold value and I can bring value to their company.
Everybody knew I hold value and I bring value to their company. But you just said the money wasn't right.
But they just didn't want to pay for it.
But they just did not want to pay for it. Her own words. And then she says this.
On people that paid for it was Wynn and Sleater Records.
The only people that paid for it is Wynn Records and Salida. No. That shouldn't be how it works if you are what you say you are, right? Because we're not talking about fresh out the Olympics. Because maybe at that point you're still a gamble, because some people from the amateurs don't pan out in terms of being successful pros. But by the time you had to re-up, you were already Claressa Shields. You were already undefeated. You had already been undisputed. We're talking about recently. So think about what she just said. The only people that wanted to pay for it was Wynn Records and Salida Promotion. The only. Then she already admitted that she met with all these people, but they didn't really want to pay me and the money wasn't right. And the only people that really wanted to pay was Wynn and Salida Promotions. So that don't make no sense.
I wasn't going anyway. And just like, not only was the money not all the way right, but
money
some of their
wasn't
visions
right.
And their stuff did not align with mine. But everybody knew that I hold value and I can bring value, but then why didn't they pay you? But they just didn't want to pay for it.
They just didn't want to pay for it.
Was Wynn and Sleater Records.
That is saying a whole lot.
On people that paid for it was Wynn and Sleater Records.
They just didn't want to pay for it. So what does that tell you, kiddos? Maybe something that Boxingego is saying is accurate. Maybe what I've been telling you makes a whole lot of sense, because you said you met with everybody, your words, and your goals and visions didn't align, on top of the money wasn't right. So the only people, your word, the only people that were willing to take this big gamble, right, is Wynn Records and Salida. So you were kind of backed in where you had to sign with them to get that type of money. So it looks like you just went to the highest bidder. And then on top of that, you're with PAPOOSE. Before you sign, better read what the terms say. Ain't that what PAPOOSE just said? What I pulled up earlier in the video? So the people you're comparing yourself to, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jackson, Floyd Mayweather, Michael Jordan, Serena Williams, they don't have these problems. So there is something about their greatness and their brand that aligns with other companies. And there's no doubt about it, Claressa is an amazing fighter. I get that. But what I'm saying is, clearly there's some sort of disconnect if the companies are not paying you your worth. Because why are companies willing to work with Jake Paul, Netflix and all that, ESPN, Sky Sports? Jake Paul, he doing it moving. He got a big fight with Joshua. He got a card this weekend with Netflix and Ronda Rousey and Gina Carano. They could have went to the UFC, but Jake Paul snatched him. Nate Diaz, who he fought, Mike Perry, who he fought on the card, Wampty. ESPN got a deal, Sky Sports got a deal with him. Why are people willing to work with him? Or prime Floyd Mayweather? I mean, not even prime, even this version of Floyd. He about to fight in Greece, somebody paying him. He about to fight on Netflix with Pacquiao. They're paying him. And your brand, you're telling us that Wynn Records and Salida Promotions, they're the only ones that really wanted to pay, and the other deals monetarily were not right. So maybe it's how you're arguing with your cousin. Maybe it's how you're conducting yourself in the live stream, and you keep talking about, oh, I sold out in Detroit. That's good. Can you sell out in LA? What about New York? What about, Atlanta or wherever else? So clearly something these companies are seeing, they're looking at it as like, I don't know how much bang for the buck we're going to get. So something is not adding up. Something. Man, oh man, you will not believe what I'm about to tell you. Let me break it down. Normally, I run straight through these videos. One take, that's all I need. However, I went to watch the new Mortal Kombat movie, Mortal Kombat 2. So I was forced to pause the video, and now I'm resuming it. By the way, Mortal Kombat was dope. I really enjoyed it. If you've seen Mortal Kombat 2, let me know in the comment section, right? Great night. Had some great food, great company. I'm minding my business. And I get home to finish this video on Claressa Shields. And I said, you know what? Let me look at the Unpacked from yesterday. I don't know why, but let me just read through some of the comments. And this has never happened before that I ever could recall. Remember when Boxingego put out the video that I believe that Claressa Shields is using a burner account, right, on one of my other videos. And then when I put that video out, the same alleged burner account, the account name was Nancy, right? Go watch that video. This is a completely different video. Watch that video where I expose why I believe that is secretly Claressa Shields under this Nancy account. Mind you, when I put the video out, I show it on the screen that it said Nancy, right? And what the username was. In the video where I'm calling it out, guess what? Nancy didn't show back up. So this Nancy character, which I believe is a burner account, was on all of the other Claressa Shields videos, leaving me comments saying I was wrong and I'm dumb and all that. And in the one video about Claressa Shields that I put out, calling out the burner account, right? That one video, now all of a sudden Nancy doesn't show up. If you go look in the comments as of me recording this video. So I was like, that's a bit weird. It's almost like a Scream movie, right? And if you're trying to find out who Ghostface is, every time the crimes happen and you see Ghostface and then there's somebody part of the group that is never there, then there's a chance that they're Ghostface, right? I went to this Mortal Kombat 2 movie, and I kid you not, I believe this has never happened before. Like, in the middle of doing a video, new information came like this. I believe that Claressa is on a different burner account, not the Nancy name anymore, and I'm going to show you why I believe that. But first, I want to go back to something Claressa said. She said that everybody uses her name because they're broke, they're miserable, and they want clicks, right? That's all you need. Her name, You want clicks because you're broke and you're miserable, right? So she also said that she is the algorithm. The lie detector test determined that was a lie. Here's why. 5 days ago, Claressa went on a podcast, right? She gave them an exclusive interview, right? Which you can find here on YouTube. An exclusive, right? 5 days, almost a week. This video has 875 views. But Claressa said she's the algorithm, right? Let me check the Melissa Ford interview. Let me check that one. I want to be fair because fine, whatever. That person didn't have it. Let me type Melissa Ford. Boom. Okay. 2 weeks ago. Now we're getting somewhere. Claressa Shields had an interview exclusive with Melissa Ford, right? 27,000 views, right? 58-minute personal sit down. Claressa came out with that little FUBU jersey or Shein jersey or whatever and gave an hour of her time because she claims she's the algorithm, right? 2 weeks ago, 27,000 views. Now we go over to the king of boxing talk, Boxingego. I put out a video about Claressa that is an hour, so it's longer, and it's me talking. 1 hour, 25 minutes, right? And then we'll get to the burner account stuff. Look, it hasn't even been a full 24 hours. I already got 21,000. Look, 1,100 plus likes. We got over 500 comments. And that's only one video. You do the math. So Claressa says she's the algorithm, but guess what? Your exclusive interviews where people get to ask you softball questions, the numbers is going double wood. Meanwhile, the broke, miserable bloggers, as you said, and the people that like to gossip and low vibration, they killing you with their own content, their own personal transformative opinions about what you're doing. So again, I try to save Claressa Shields. I really did. I really tried to help her. I bit my tongue. I didn't speak on it. You don't see? All the comments about you online are virtually negative. Almost all of them. But I digress. So on this video where I got over 21,000 views in less than 24 hours, which is rapidly encroaching on Melissa Ford's numbers, right? I went to the Mortal Kombat movie, right? And I went to look at the comments and I started seeing a lot of people were agreeing with me. And I like Shalita, the cousin. Bro, you need to stay on Claressa's head. She is a bully. You know, everybody was agreeing with me. But then I noticed something. The impersonations, oh my effing God. This video is one of my favorites. You are too funny. Not the Walmart mascot. Everybody was agreeing with me. Like, it's over 500 comments, so I can't read them all. But everyone was agreeing. But when I went back after Mortal Kombat, so we'll search by newest, there all of a sudden over like probably like 500 and some odd comments were liking the video, right? But then I started seeing this new comment, right? Let me see if I can pull it up. Whoa, there it is. Okay, we got action. And this wasn't like the other comments. These comments were different. These comments started going in on me, the king of boxing. So I'm like, huh? You gonna go in on me? And here's the thing. It wasn't just one comment. It wasn't like they said, hey, I disagree with your video, Ego. Not my favorite. It was, look, So whatever this flower, just look for this flower avatar, right? Boom, 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 huh? Boom. It was several. Boom, boom. Bro, this girl got to be unhinged. Like, I never had no issue with Claressa. I still don't have an issue with her. You know what I mean? I just don't agree with what you're doing, right? And now, since you want to keep putting your business out there and you want to be a reality star, then we're building you a reality show right here on Boxingego. But this is absolutely insane. I truly believe that Claressa Shields, this is just my belief, my opinion. I believe that Claressa is under another burner account. Not the Nancy one. I guess she has another one. That's what I believe. Because when I read these comments to you, it just sounds so weird. And again, I'm a content creator. I make content. So I've been doing this so long. I've been doing this like 15 plus years online. So I know what it's like to be a full-time content creator because I've been one. And here's the thing. I put out videos that you guys didn't like. I put out great videos that the crowd loved. I put out videos where it was a mixed bag. And usually, if I do a good job, y'all would tell me about myself. Usually, if I do a bad job, y'all will be like, hey, the audio cut out. I don't agree with you. You know what I mean? It's just regular content creation, you know, trial and error, if you will. But never before have I seen a video where 99% of the people are leaving very similar comments, laughing, agreeing with me. And then all of a sudden, after I watch Mortal Kombat, back to back to back to back to back, one person commenting on the video that sounds just like the voice and the tone of the known Claressa, which we'll get into. I told you it's going to be a good show. Stay tuned to the end of the video. I've never seen that happen. Again, usually, right? Usually the comment, there's multiple people that feel I did a good or bad job, or it's a mixed bag, right? So let's get into some of these comments, shall we? Now, all I want is a fair trial. I'm going to read these comments from Karen, this alleged account that I'm supposed to believe is not Claressa Shields, and I'll let you decide in the comment section if you believe it's a burner account, right? So that's all we're going to do, a little bit of reading. Okay, so this Karen account says, the whole world comes for all black women when they get in a relationship, and usually they don't deserve to be in a relationship or deserve love because they are too black and they are ugly according to them. They are not mixed and white looking enough. What? My video was about Claressa Shields' cousin Salida. What on earth was that comment? Never once did I say anything about light skin, dark skin, being in a relationship, and I didn't call anybody ugly for not being mixed or looking white enough. Bro, what is going on? Who is leaving these comments, bro? Y'all let me know in the comment section, because that is just truly, truly bizarre. Again, give me a fair shake. Please go watch my Unpacked from yesterday. I'll put a card at the end of this video, and give me a fair shake. Watch the whole video and tell me where I said anything remotely like this or like alluded to it or anything. I didn't say nothing about mixed people and like, what are you talking about? And then this first sentence rubbed me the wrong way. The whole world comes for all black women when they get in a relationship. That's not true. There's several successful black women that get in a relationship and people are happy for them because they're not acting like nasty people. You know what I mean? Like when Beyonce got with Jay-Z, nobody was mad. Nobody shamed her, right? Even when Meg Thee Stallion got with Tory, you know, or when she got with Clay, nobody was mad at it. So it's like the comment is not even true. Not to mention, what are you even talking about? Karen? That's a great name for you because you a Karen. Whoever wrote that comment on my page, that's a Karen for you. And again, they didn't stop there. They wrote multiple, right? And you tell me who this sound like. So the same person, Karen, we'll call him, Karen, please, she is not losing no fans because of your videos. The comment says, please, she is not losing no fans because of your video. Why would a regular, everyday fan leave me these comments, right? Let's say it's just a random person, right? Why would they leave me a comment talking about, please, she is not losing no fans because of your video? I don't give a if she lose fans or not. I'm cooking. I got over 20,000 views on the video. Listen, I'm a content creator. My job is to make content. As long as I get to get my thoughts out on wax, record it, the world can hear it, I don't really care what people say. You know what I mean? I could be the only man in this room who believes what I'm saying about Claressa or Gervonta Davis or whoever. I don't care. My job is to create the narratives, use the facts, give my opinion. I hit record, I hit stop, and I go about my day. So it's like, to me, these are the comments I read coming back from the Mortal Kombat movie. And to me, it don't sound like the average fan will say. This don't sound like a fan at all. Please, she is not losing no fans because of your video. That sound like Claressa. That sound like a declaration. Like, I don't care about your videos, ego. You could put these videos up. She not losing any fans. But even with that, I disagree. No matter who that is, I disagree. Here's why. It's not just my video. I'm not the only person saying, you know, I'm not reinventing the wheel here. You know what I mean? So the behavior of Claressa Shields is absolutely, you guys are telling me in the comment section, right? That, hey man, I was supporting Claressa, but she on her own. All she do is talk about PAPOOSE, haters, do these weird interviews, mad that people don't like her outfit. So my videos are my opinion, and I didn't put out nothing that I take back. I'm not rescinding anything. But you guys, the fans, are letting me know how you feel, and absolutely many of people have told me that they're losing interest and they're suffering from Claressa fatigue because of her actions. So I don't care what this Karen person is talking about. You guys are telling me, right? The louder she get, the more her eyes cock. Oh, wow. Right? So we'll just focus on this alleged burner account, right? And again, these are all 6 hours ago, right? So this one person is leaving me back to back to back to back comments in succession, right? I clearly, you see it, I haven't responded to anything, right? So why would one random fan, you could have put a one long paragraph, boom, and then just hit send. Hey, ego, your video sucks. She not losing fans. You could have put that all in one message, but you're leaving separate message one by one by one. So what does that mean? If there's already 500 plus comments, to me, I'm not the smartest brother in the world, but to me, what that looks like is you're outnumbered, because I already looked through the rest of the comments and you know, I was looking, right? And nobody else is talking like this for the most part, right? So when there's 500 plus comments in less than an hour, shout out to the great fans and the support that you guys give the channel. Hype me up, like the video, share this video, right? It sounds like you're trying to tattoo up my comment section with opposing messages so people see your message and it gains some traction. Like, notice whoever this Karen person is, this was 6 hours ago, right? Nobody is liking these comments. The fans probably think it's Claressa too, right? So if everybody was agreeing with you in the comments, because I'll show you how this works. I'll show you how it works. Hold on.
What about the actual?
Hold on. I clicked the wrong button. Players mess up too. Okay. I'm going to show you how this works. All right, bet. So again, we got a lot of great fans watching the video. 1,100 likes, 21,000. Cool. This pinned comment got 171 likes, right? 8 likes, 29 likes, 15, 3, 5, 1, 6. And there's some people that with more, 3, 2, 5, 3, 15, right? 22, 32. So all of these people are cooking. 18 people like back and forward because you was a bum on the couch. You know what I mean? Like 18, whatever that says, 18 people liked it. 26. Why would any man or person want to be around her? I have firsthand embarrassment. 26,000 people liked, right? Claressa did this to herself, 2 likes. But this Karen burner account, nobody's liking the comments. Nobody. So why did they leave me so many comments and nobody even liking the comments? So it sounds like you're trying to change the narrative. What does Claressa Shields do? Oh, that's right. She tries to control the narrative, right? Let's keep going. This Karen person also left another comment. The girl could laugh at whatever she wants to laugh at. When it comes to the cousin, look at what the cousin is doing to her. Come on, bro. I don't even think, like, I really, now I'm starting to believe this is Claressa. And I'm starting to believe if this is in fact Claressa, she needs some serious evaluation, bro. You're leaving all these burner accounts. First of all, if you the GWOAT, why remain anonymous? Why the anonymity? You the GWOAT. Why not pull up on your regular YouTube channel? Because you know the people finna cook you in the comment section. Don't do no burner. You the GWOAT. So how is this GWOAT-like behavior if this is who I think it is, right? Comment talking about the girl could laugh at whatever she wants. Like, I don't even think she comprehends that, like, how bad this looks, right? The radio show. Here's another reason why I believe it's who we think it is. Because you called a radio show pretending to be somebody else, right? Let's just talk about it. Pretending to be somebody else. And initially you were like, I know Claressa. Claressa Shields is not like that, or she didn't do that, right? Talking in third person. But by the end, you got so riled up, you got so worked up that you were like, I ain't never did that. Or you were saying possessive. You were saying stuff like you somehow you went from a caterpillar to a butterfly, and you went through a metamorphosis and went from third person to possessive, and you started to sound like you were her, and everybody heard the voice. They heard the attitude, they heard the dialect, and all the blogs picked it up and said, that's Claressa. And then people interviewed her and they asked her, they said, was that you calling into the radio show? She was like, so what if it was? Who cares? And so the world believes it was you. And they called into a radio show. So what person would do that? What person would call pretending to be somebody else when they're really them, spend the whole time trying to defend you under the guise, like, right? This is like got to be some form of psychosis. You know what I mean? Where, okay, that would be equivalent of First Take, right? Undisputed with Skip Bayless. Who cares, right? One of them shows. Skip Bayless is talking about LeBron James. And then LeBron called with his regular voice and he like, yeah, I know the king. I know King James. And he ain't never did that. Nah, he wouldn't do that. And then by the end of it, he was like, man, I scored 47. Like, what do you mean I scored 47 when you not even, you said earlier in the call that you wasn't LeBron James. Like, you said you weren't him, but then now you're like, man, how you taking credit from me? I scored 47 point. What about when I was in Miami? Now you the mask has slipped. You went from pretending to be somebody else to it's really you. So why would I not think that this is Claressa under a burner account? And the funny thing is, take it further. You know what I mean? Like, cease and desist me like 50 Cent. It's just my opinion. So good luck wasting your money, because YouTube will subpoena and find the IP address to find out where all these accounts are pinging from and what cell tower. So good luck with that, bro. This look crazy, right? Talk about the girl. What fan talks like this? The girl could laugh at whatever she wants to laugh at when it comes to the cousin. Look at what the cousin is doing to her. You want people to feel sorry for you, right? You're like, what fan is like, yeah, the girl can do whatever she want. She's the GOAT. It sounds so fake. Look, same person, all in the video. You having the ball bashing Claressa. And the funny thing is, I noticed repeated typos with these suspected burner accounts. You feel that you could put Alicia Baumgartner's name and misspell it, put Claressa's name and misspell it, and that'll throw the dogs off the scent. Like, we'll be like, oh, they don't even know how to spell Claressa's name. Can't be Claressa, because of course she can spell her own name. All right. Like, come on, bro. This is insanity. Everything gonna be okay. You see, Exhibit A, that cannot be Claressa Shields because they can't even spell Claressa. So why would it be spelled that way? Like, really? This person misspelled it too, so that don't prove nothing, right? Let's keep going. Then the person said, you sucker. You ha. I don't even know half of that meant. I'm a sucker. Okay, you still getting cooked in the comment section. I'm a broke, miserable sucker, but you still get flamed up in that comment section. So again, why would one person leave all these comments, right? Here, Karen, here's another one. Of course you are happy because someone is bashing Claressa. You just said it right here. You said you a sucker, and then right here you said you having a ball bashing Claressa. And then now you in the comments again saying, of course you are happy because someone is bashing Claressa. That's what you are living for. You are so crazy, delusional, pathetic. You think that's what you living for, and you making Claressa miserable. Huh? Bro, the girl need help. I don't care what none of y'all say. She need like real deal help, bro. Real deal help. Of course, I'm happy. I literally said the opposite in my content. I said I didn't want to have to do Claressa like this, but she leaves people with no choice. So, what is the odd? What are the odds? What are the odds, Patty? What are the odds? What are the odds that I keep getting burner accounts that are leaving me 8 to 10 comments in a row, rapid fire, bop, 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 bop. They all seem very emotionally charged. They all are saying the complete opposite of what the rest of the 99.9999% of the people are saying throughout the comment section. Everybody else is laughing, having a good time. And then I get this Angry Bird comment and they just start going rapid fire, going ham on me, right? You do the math, bro. And then, like I said earlier, when I did the expose video where I said, hey, I think this is you know who under a burner account named Nancy. And then now all of a sudden, after I declared that, put the video up, that video started getting views saying that this Nancy person, I think it's you know who under a burner. Now all of a sudden, Nancy is not hitting me up and now I'm dealing with Karen. Come on, bro. Y'all must think I'm stupid. Obtuse. Like, I've never even seen this before. I've never seen this type of like behavior, right? Look, they leaving more comments. It sounds like someone is being a hater. You could have summed this up in one comment, man. You could have said, you a sucker, you being a hater. Claressa could laugh at her cousin if she want. Why all the comments? This sound like emotional. Look at you, emotional. And there's probably more. And then now that I expose Karen, this video probably gonna have similar comments where 99.999999% of the people are feeling the video. And then you're gonna see a new name. It's gonna be Becky. And Becky gonna go ham on me. Becky finna be like, oh, your video sucks. You're miserable. She got 2 gold medals. The same energy that we continue to see and get from Claressa Shields. So I don't know what's going on. I need y'all to tell me in the comment section. This looked like burner account behavior. And here's the thing. A lot of the bloggers, this is going to trip y'all out. Pay attention. A lot of the bloggers and people are saying the same thing. Like, hey, I'm receiving a bunch of miscellaneous. Watch, hold on. Let me pull some of this up. Look, who in the F has a time to make 5,483 fake pages? That's what someone left a comment on my video saying, right? Boom. I got another one. We got another comment from Jessica. Shout out to her. Too funny. Stay on her. She is ridiculous. She been in my inbox and commenting to me on another post that wasn't even hers. She is delusional. It is not funny, honestly, but it's like I can't take her serious. Shalita, her cousin, definitely cooks. So, bro, if you love Claressa Shields and you are around her, you need to take her phone. You need to check her into a Betty Ford. I don't know if they have a social media Betty Ford, but something is up, bro. Because think about it like this. I'm one person in a world of like 8-10 billion or whatever it is now, right? And I'm getting rapid fire 10, 12, 15 comments on multiple videos from what I believe to be burner accounts. Then you have these people and other bloggers saying that she all in my inbox, cussing me out. You have Claressa, and is being reported by other pages, roasting fans and going back and forth in fans. And we're supposed to believe that She has a happy life. Everybody else is miserable, right? But everybody else is broke, unaccomplished, miserable, hate their life. And we're supposed to believe that your relationship is A1 and it was love at first sight, even though you have a tattoo of Papoose name and he ain't got a tattoo of your name, right? Your relationship is supposed to be amazing. You're about to have a kid with him. You're about to get married, even though he was on Vlad TV. Like, we might have bought a couple of gifts, but never a ring. Absolutely not. Absolutely. Like, that man said it was some authority. He said, absolutely not. I ain't never did that. Absolutely. I might have bought a ring pop or an onion ring, but I ain't never put that ring on that finger. She might got a ring around her tub, a ring around her Rosie, but absolutely not. Bro, that's what Papoose said. So you can say whatever you want. This is the facts. You can't like do nothing about it. The facts are the facts. Would you cease and desist for telling the truth? People are saying you run around with a married man. Technically, he's still married. These are the facts. Like, what are we talking about, bro? So it don't matter how much you like it, don't like it, blah, blah, blah. And again, just think about what I'm saying. Who has this much time to be on social media? And here's the thing. My videos about Claressa, I get paid. So this video you're watching, full disclosure, I get paid. It's a monetized video. I've been monetized for 15 plus years, right? But if you're under burner accounts, leaving reply comments, y'all don't get paid. So you could leave whatever 10 comment, you're only making the video bigger. So that also makes me believe that it's you know who we think it is, because you have the real Claressa has absolutely, in my opinion, she has zero impulse control. So she doesn't realize no matter what you say or do, you could say bloggers are broke. If you really thought that we needed you to make content and be successful, you would starve us of content by stop doing all this stuff. But you continue to get the Holy Ghost. You continue to wear goofy outfits or what's perceived as outfits that people don't like with these boots, you know what I mean, clodhoppers, and you continue to crash out. You a crash out. So like for me, I'm no Claressa Shields, right? Never in a million years would I give my rivals or ops this type of ammunition, because why would I want you to get paid doing what you love at the expense of my bad behavior? I don't reward bad behavior. You dig? I don't reward bad behavior. And I think what Claressa's doing is crashing out her brand. And I've said that. That's my honest opinion. You don't have to like it. You don't have to. But here's the thing too. Think about what people say. Now the Karen person in my comment, oh, you're pitiful. You're miserable. You think you're doing something. I didn't say that. You sound more mad than me. I put the video out and that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. So make sure you share this video and thumb it up and all that kind of stuff like that. Like, I'm just getting it off my chest, saying what I want to say. You know what I mean? But here's the thing. People always say stuff like, oh, you're pathetic. You're miserable. You're a horrible content creator. But why would you spend so much time leaving 10 comments in the comment section, right? Like out here in the Bay Area, we got this transportation called BART, like a subway, all right? On the BART, you see all types of crazy stuff, right? You see fiends and stuff like that. They might blurt something out that's very incoherent and makes no sense. I'm not going to try to reason with that because I know what it is. That's somebody who's out of their mind and a fiend, and they just blurted out something that don't make sense. Oh, I gave Rihanna her umbrella. Like, why would I try to reason with that? You know what I mean? So it's like, if what I was saying was so preposterous, if what I was saying on these videos made no sense, because the comment, the Karen person was like, you're delusional, You're horrible. It makes no sense. You're having fun bashing, but you don't know. Like, cool. Then why are you here? Because you know that Boxingego, we doing numbers. I got the Midas touch. And you know you getting cooked with fact, and it's making you feel a type of way. But I never seen somebody so unbothered and bothered at the same time. These two things can't exist. It's like seeing a virgin with kids. They don't exist together. You gotta be this, or you gotta, like, you can't be a virgin and have kids that came from you. Not like you adopted, but you gave birth to them. Then you can't be a virgin, right? Claressa Shields swear up and down she's unbothered, but clearly people are saying you're under burner accounts. Your cousin is like, man, stop harassing me, making all that. What person, especially a celebrity, has this much time? Again, that's why nobody believes you, right? I make so much money. I got $8 million. I made so much money with that horrible song. I said I wrote this song, yeah, right? Faithful. So you're making so much money with the Faithful song and on social media and Wynn Records. So much money to the point of what? So much money to the point where you got time to be online this much, doing 40-minute videos. You don't have no fights announced. This don't sound like a person who has a busy schedule. Can you imagine Tim Cook with Apple and he crashing out every day doing 40-minute videos about 50 Cent and Maserati Bud? Like, it literally would never happen. It never would happen. And one thing that comment said earlier, it was like, oh, y'all hate on black women. And some people are alluding to that. Oh, black women are the most disrespect. Don't miss me with that, bro. You could do that to them other people. Miss me with that. Because when this fan says, not you calling someone Bigfoot, right? Claressa says, yes, B-I-T-C-H, called her out her name. I ain't got no big feet. I'm not 6 foot nothing. And dang sure ain't got big hands. Do your research, big ass. This is Claressa Shields' behavior, right? So all the fans said was, like, pretty much, how are you calling someone Bigfoot? Right? You went out of your way to call this girl out her name and then called her big, like big. Then that wasn't enough. You went to her page, pulled a picture of her. She black, right? Pulled a picture and then further insulted her, saying, Keisha Rogers, you only take pics chest up. We all know what that means, miss. And then she put a picture of an emoji of a whale. Bro, she a crash out. She a crash out. Don't ever tell me nothing about, oh, we gotta protect this woman because she black, but Claressa can act like this to black people? You must be out your mind, bro. I just showed you, and that's just one of many. Alicia Bumgarner black. Gervonta Tank Davis is black. Rolly is part black. Some of y'all didn't know that. Keith One Time Thurman, you better not duck me, son, is black. Cameron is black, right? Remy Ma is black. And so on and so forth. And these are all people that Claressa Shields has had issues with. Shadacia Green is black. I mean, I'm running out of fingers. You ain't even trying to compare body count. You all in that. Like, we running out of fingers. So do not ever in your life come to me trying to wave the white flag and beg for mercy and use this horrible, like, oh man, she's a black woman. You can't, bro, stop. Because you don't get if you a black woman in the quote, then you got to act like a respectable black woman. If not, I'm Adrian Broner. Anybody can get it, right? You guys want the quote to not have to be able to act like a quote, to act like a champion. and not represent the black race in the appropriate way, in my opinion, right? And get a pass, throw stones and then hide their hands. And then when it don't work out for her and people are like, hey, Claressa, we got a bone to pick with you, and people are upset and people are calling her out, y'all want to reward bad behavior, and then you want to fall back under the cloak of, oh man, she a black woman and y'all trying to hate. No, we not doing that. It's like the DC sniper. He was black too. What, I got to like him? I gotta like the DC sniper. He opened fire on people pumping gas. I gotta like the DC sniper because he black. Come on, bro. Now, if you black and you got a black business and you giving back to the community, you showing people, you got your kids working, you're teaching them how to count, you teaching them how to read, you're doing positive things that uplift black people, not no goofy crash out stuff, but you're doing real stuff. We're always going to support it. And if you look at my track record, I've always supported it. There's a lot of black owned businesses and restaurants out here. I'm bro, come on. I'm 30 minutes from Oakland, bro. I'm in the Bay Area. This is the Mecca. Don't ever play me. You know what I mean? We had Occupy Oakland for the Oscar Grant. This is the home of the Black Panthers out there in Oakland. You know what I'm saying? I lived it. Not the Black Panther. I wasn't alive then. But Oscar Grant, I for sure was out there. You know what I'm saying? So that's just a little backstory. So the thing is, the GWOAT stands, they trying to wave the white flag. This is how they do it. They trying to guilt trip bloggers to, oh man, she black. Oh, Claressa Shields is black. So Remy Ma's black and she disrespectful to her. So let me get this straight. Claressa Shields can disrespect black people. Remember when Keith Thurman was getting beat by a Mexican fighter, Sebastian Fundora, and she was like laughing at him? This was recently. And she was like, aha, Thurman, ooh, you getting beat up. Oh, not Keith Thurman, black and blue. So you could be a nasty person. Beef with your cousin, she black. Beef with your ex-best friend. You get to do all that, but nobody can call you out on your stuff. I told you, Claressa picked the right one. And it's not just me. Everybody see it. Leave a comment, share the video, hype the video up. Y'all know what it is, bro. You're not getting away with this. The best thing Claressa Shields could do is hop up off that internet. And I'm going to make sure it happens, because guess what? We just going to keep coming. So you don't have to do it. You're a grown woman. Stay on the internet. You're making it worse for yourself. We unpack.